masturbation inatokana na what you feed your mind. You can't expect to go out there, watch pornography, then when you get horny, you're like, no, I can't do this. Now, if
So guys, there is this stereotype. I don't know it's a stereotype or what. Mtaniambia yani, like watu kwa relationship lazima like they have sex and all that. So is it especially campus? Bidhi hadi ukipatana na mtu tu mwambia kwa campus anaona wewe you are ruined, you are nini. Na pia ukimwambia uko kwa relationship, they just assume that you are out there having sex and enjoying yourself in quotes. Is that true?
To me it's a no. Yeah.
Abelo, it's a no. Umetoka hapa kuuliza nini asenath mali ame.
Sit on a light note, because that's what everybody thinks, even you. Yeah, so that's why I just had to ask that, because we are not kids. But for me it's a no. Like me didn't watu wawili, lakini acha tumeachana na hiyo story.
Hawataamini nini?
Mimi.
Tell us you what?
Me, I've never. Baby, I'm turning 22 this year, and I don't know. I've never. But
you have never?
I've never. See your swali. Umeuliza swali.
Sawa. Aya, to the next person. Ndege.
I'll speak from a counselor's perspective, and I'll say this. I've not engaged in a relationship that has brought me that close to whatever people talk about, sex and all that. I mean, body-to-body engagement. What I'd say is this. Once you are sober in mind and you have your priorities aligned, I don't see the need of getting yourself into something you won't manage. People have taken relationships for leisure and pleasure, and they've forgotten recreation in short, and they've forgotten the part of where the Bible says procreation and all that stuff. It means that you need to be of certain age to be responsible enough to know that if I'm going to do this, then the repercussions are going to be this. Yeah. And am I ready to take the responsibility of doing A, B, and C for me and my family? So you're not yet the age of family, and I can say, Akim, you are not yet ready for family. Because you have books now in your mind, then you also have, and your parents are supporting you. Let's say your parents are still supporting you, so you can't just manage.
Okay, so that's your take.
Yeah, that's my take.
Okay, Asena.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay. To me, how I was raised by my mother, it's no sex before marriage. And as a Christian, it's still no sex before marriage.
Hallelujah.
Okay, to me, there's a difference between making love and having sex.
Okay.
Expound.
Bring it.
I think having sex depends on lust.
Okay.
And making love depends on, like you've said, are you really responsible enough for any outcome of the love you're going to do? Like that body to body intense, like, are you really responsible enough? Are you really responsible enough of the outcome? There are a lot of outcomes when making love. You can expect pregnancy, a lot of things. Are you really responsible? Too, lust. What takes someone to have lust? Your mind is corrupted. How is your mind corrupted? The way you are brought up. How are you brought up? How was your dad? How was your mom? People around you. How are they interacting with you in relation to sex life and sex education? So to me, sex in a relationship is not like a must thing that you must do sex. Siku hizi wanaume tunaulizanga ile swali ya kama unipei nitajojo unanipenda. Sex doesn't prove love.
Exactly. Kwanza campus boys.
Exactly. Ukienda Koinange, Nairobi, people offer sex there for money.
Yeah.
Does it show you love the person? No, it doesn't show that. So sex is not a proof for love. Kama unanipenda nipende vile nilivyo. Si ati unanipenda ati bad thing or blah 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 blah. So for me sex is not like a priority, like a thing that we must have. But according to people's mind, it is always there. Ukienda campus lazima ukulane. Na sijui hiyo stereotype ilitoka wapi. I don't still understand where it came from. But sex for me, it's not a must.
Hey, watu mnasikia. Yeah, you can say something.
From what he has said, it has brought something on my mind. I think love is about companionship. It is more of, do you get me? Do I get you?
Yeah.
Once mefika your level enye, there is that not mutual, there is that deep understanding between both parties. I think and it takes a lot of time. Like inachukua uwezi niambia tumepatana naye leo, kesho I know you inside out. There's some things that dunia haijui enye mimi kama partner wako nafaa kujua. So it's going to take let's say 2.5 years, 3.5, let's say even 2 years.
Yeah.
That is, and nujua 2 years ikisonga utakuwa in mind like I have someone who I have like lazima niji maintain, like niji keep clean for that person. So to me, love is more about, do you get me? Do I get you? Okay. It's not about sex. It's about companionship, being there for each other.
Oh my God.
Allow me say this.
Okay.
Now, from more of a biblical perspective, you know, when creation was done, man was created first, then the woman was derived from the man's ribs. And now, meaning that the woman was to be companion. And by virtue of companionship, it means that me and you come together. It is an agreement of a man leaves the parents and then the lady leaves the parent. We come together. And when we come together, it is made official. That is why we have weddings. That is why we have the rurashirs and all that. It means that you have to get consent. I and you have consented. Are our parents in the same books? Are they reading from the same page? And then from there, we decide we want a family. How are you going to support a family if you're still calling home like mom, dad, send me this, send me that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, you cannot just survive without your parents at this stage. That is why I say after school, after you get your job, after you're stable enough to support somebody else, after you are responsible enough to say, I'm Baba Nani, I'm Mama Nani. How ready do we think we are to get into that stage?
Yeah.
And therefore, I'll still say, it is a waste of time, a waste of energy, and a waste of resources. Keep them for future.
Hey, jamani. Okay, sawa. I agree with all of you. So tumesema hapa hivi kila mtu agree that people in campus are not having sex. Is that true?
They are not having. They are not having. They are. We are not having.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
Kuna difference. Acha kuconfuse.
People having sex.
We can't pretend. That's for a fact. That's for a fact. People are having sex out here. So if you're not having sex out here, thanks to you. But if you're having also sex out here, thanks to your body. So we can't pretend. People have sex out here. Hiyo ni ukweli. Thank you.
Ati
Friday.
Na kwani hauna form abel.
See, I told you. Mimi nikitoka hapa hivi interview naenda kunini? Naenda kuedit mapicha. Yeah.
Okay, now we go to, today we are talking about facts, like real thing from our perspective and what the world says, unaona. So people can be in relationship but not be having sex, unaona. Now this brings us to our next fact. You will tell me kama ni fact, kama ni hypothesis, kama ni truth, kama ni nini. Now nimeona mahali inasema that almost 40% of girls and youths that are in relationship and claim that they are not ready for sex are involved in masturbation. Yes, and actually, also statistics show that like masturbation is one of the addiction on the rise. Like people are masturbating. We start from here.
For me, yes, but that's okay, I don't wanna say the statistics are correct, but watu kuinje watu wananyonga. Yeah.
Okay, and to you, is it like a crime?
Okay, according to the way mi nimelelewa, you see many things ni venye umelelewa. Like there's somebody mwenye ameishi kuona amelelewa like wakioga place nje, so wanaonana, so yeye kuona demu akiuche aoni kama ni big deal.
Yeah.
Lakini kuna mwingine ajiona msichana, so amekuja kuona huko, akiona hivi anashindwa hii ni nini? So mostly it depends on how you are brought up na venye umezoeana na stuff. So for me, mi kufanya hivyo bana, like akili yangu inaniambia no, you should not do this, but kuna msee ushiona umenormalize hadi inakuwa kwako ni normal. Kaa kitambo ulikuwa unaona sai, that's a fact by the kitambo kwa TV ukiaka hivi unaona watu wana kiss, unaona nyinyi wote mnafunga tumacho hivi ama mna forward. Lakini siku hizi mnaochi tuna wazazi hivi.
Yeah, true.
Hakuna big deal, like imekuwa normal to an extent that kila msee anaona like si seen, like it's just there.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
I'll say this. Let me pick it from the genesis of where we come from. Most of us, let me say, everybody is defined by culture. And by culture, I mean, like, what did you find going on in the society you live in?
Yeah.
If in case you are born, like, let's say, abroad, that is the West, how we call it.
Yeah.
You will not be living the same lifestyle you're living here at this age.
Yeah.
It means that you are defined by where your geographical location places you.
Yeah.
I normally like taking this example of religion, where I'll say, if you are born in the most of the European countries, or let me say the Asian continent, that is, you'll probably find yourself as a Muslim. And then you're here, now you're in Africa. Probably you're a Christian. Most of us, 90%.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I'm despising other religions or I'm setting them apart.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that where we come from or where we are raised determines a lot who we become, what we do.
Yeah.
Westernization has taken root in the society today, and you can see it from the dress code to what people are doing. Like, there's some dress codes you cannot expect people to be having, but they're having it. Truth be told,
Yeah,
you are
true.
not comfortable being with it in front of your parents, or rather in a family meeting, but you're comfortable going with that to class where you have brothers and sisters. So what are you trying to tell us? You're telling us that the moment we get freedom, then we can misuse it, so that we like you can become derelict in a way, and then like take others with you in that direction. And then I'll ask you a simple question, that if in your society they said that you can just go visiting, sleepovers and all that stuff, then it will be possible. But again, when you find that it is defined like, at this age you're still young, until you bring a man to our doorstep and say, I'm intending to court him, or rather I'm intending to be with him, you're not allowed to like come with any man into your homestead or your compound and then say mom, dad, I've brought my boyfriend over, he's going to sleep here and all that. Not to be a conservative and all that, but the dynamism with which the generation is it is growing from Generation X to Generation Z. It is very different. We are living in different dispensations, and this calls for a mind that is aligned and focused.
So, na kwako ni kitu unakubali or not?
Si kubali.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Okay, this is now very interesting. Okay, let's start with respect.
Yeah.
How much do you respect yourself?
Yeah.
Like, unaona kama msee unajipenda na unajiheshimu, huwezi anza kujishikashika. That is true.
Kujishikashika.
Like, you can't masturbate. Okay, let me say this. Masturbation inatokana na what you feed your mind.
Yeah.
You can't expect to go out there, watch pornography.
Yeah.
Then when you get horny, you're like, no, I can't do this.
Oh my
now,
God.
if you watch, if you feed your mind, let's say, with the good thoughts, like the moment you feel you want to touch yourself, you're like, my mother once told me it's okay to pray. You go on your knees and you say, God, I don't want to disrespect myself. Find me a way out of this. Like nisaidie tu, like mi nachukia masturbation. Let me just put it that way. Nachukia, like hiyo inamaanisha hujipendi. 1, 2, you don't respect yourself. 3, umejiloa to that extent. And who's gonna love a person like that? Not me. Maybe girls out there, but me, no.
Okay.
No way. You have to love yourself and respect yourself.
But I'll say for all there's still hope, and then there's still love. God still loves you, and then there's still that part of grace and all that. So let a Senath not tell you she'll not love you. God still loves you.
Oh my God.
It doesn't mean if a Senath is saying that, okay, like we have different opinions and we come from different places, but there's a place of love, there's a place of realization where you are told that despite what we have done, humanity at all, I mean the entirety of humanity does not deserve any grace or rather any pity, but God gives it all to us. That is why we have Christ, and that is why we have the place of grace.
Okay, I didn't say that. You know, we all make mistakes, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
If you realize that you are addicted to masturbating, then you go out there, let's say, revive yourself, because you had fallen into masturbation. You revive yourself, you become a new person who respects themselves. Everybody's gonna love you. I won't love you if we are dating and you are there masturbating. If I discover you're doing that, I'll first tell you that mi ni ile type of person mwenye sijui kusugarcoat vitu. Nakwambia tu bro, I make sense, like bro, just go for counseling. Just go for counseling or go find a way to revive yourself. Direct to the point.
Ni vizuri umetaja the place of revival, because kila mmoja wetu needs that one. Many of the times when we fall back in sin, or in as much as we consider it little or rather out of the bracket of what people call gross sin, it is still sin. And that one will bring us to the place of what kind of sins if I commit. Sin is sin. Whether from insulting to masturbation to being all that, it is still sin. And therefore it is treated the same. So there is no sin that is greater than the other. We should remember that too.
Thank you. Masturbation is a very wide topic. It's a very wide topic, and it's always been left hanging. All the time when people talk about masturbation, it's always being left hanging. Let me start from her point. If you feed your mind with books, you'll become intelligent. You'll have knowledge. If you feed your mind with movies, you'll know everything about movies. If you feed your mind with pornography, literally, one thing that will come to your mind, let me get a girlfriend. If you cannot get a girlfriend, let me masturbate. Masturbation, on the first side, it depends on the religion and the cultural part of it. Me, as a person, I've been raised as a Catholic, and the religion forbids masturbation. In my culture, if you are even heard or suspected or just suspected of masturbating, it's worse. It's much worse case. On the other side, where my friend spoke about the Western culture, we have something called biology. That's where now biology comes in. Biology will tell you, like, masturbation is not bad. I've used the word bad. It's bad, but it's not bad. In that, biology tells us that masturbation reduces chances of getting prostate cancer. Not bad, but yeah, it's a notion that goes around. People who masturbate goes around with that notion. Oh, ulisikia hii kitu inazuia prostate cancer. So you find that it's a notion that goes around. Oh, masturbation prevents prostate cancer. So who am I not to prevent prostate cancer? People are single out here. Mtu anaenda like a whole lifetime, like my friend here, a whole lifetime without sex. So unajua, if I find someone mwenye atani corrupt akili that kijana utashikwa na prostate cancer, what will I do? I'm naive, stupid, I don't know what to do. What will I do? You will masturbate because you don't know whatever you are doing. You've never been exposed to such things. So masturbation to me is a no-go zone. If I hear someone masturbating, I'm like, I pity you. I really pity you when you're masturbating. It's a no-go zone for me, for my culture, ethics, morals to yourself. You are disrespecting yourself. You are disrespecting your hands. Everything. You are disrespecting everything about yourself. Everything originates from your mind.
So guys, we have a lot of things to talk about, especially topics zenye watu they have not normalized to talk about in the society and in this era that you are in. You know, tuko generation Z. Z. You know, like generation Z, tuna, you know, kuna vitu zenye hatutaki kuambiwa, like us we know, sindio? We know. We know, sindio? Anyway guys, so we have a lot of things to talk about, but unfortunately, because of time, we will see you next time, and everyone here is going to give us their parting shot and their take on campus relationship. Msideviate, najua you have a lot mkona advice mingi sana, but we start from Abelu.
So from my side, relationships are not bad. It's how you take them.
Okay.
I was once told that let your black hair feed your gray hair. Meaning that whatever you do in the younger ages, they determine a lot what you will be reaping in your old age.
Yeah.
If you want relationships to feed your old age when you're supposed to take responsibility of your spouse and your family, and then engage in them right now, it is up to you. Anyways, it's a decision to make. Go out in the world, get your priorities.
Okay.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Oh, hallelujah.
If only you decide to try it with a good intention in mind.
I think nurture yourself, nurture your mind, nurture everyone around you. Love yourself, love everyone. If you find someone that can love you back the way you want, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Oh, wow. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Guys, say goodbye.